Good evening and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Ash. On tonight's episode, I'm going to be cooking up a spinach and mushroom chicken skillet. And with this, we will have 2 chicken breasts, 1 cup of sliced mushrooms, half a cup of spinach, half a cup of onion, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, which is optional, and some salt and pepper. I will go ahead and have this recipe in the description as well, so that way if you want to make it, you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with 2 chicken breasts that have been thinly sliced, and with this they've been salt and peppered. And I used the peppercorn medley on them, so that way it's 3 different types of pepper, so a little bit different flavoring. But what we're going to do is go ahead and get the oven going. So hold on 1 second while we do that. Alright, we've got the flames on, and you want to cook this at medium heat. So go ahead and put the pot back down. And tonight I'm going to use some sesame oil. Gives it a little bit extra kick. You're welcome to use some extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or just regular vegetable oil. That's up to you. But we're going to do about a tablespoon. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. That way we can get it good and coated there. Stir it around a little bit so it gets a little warm. And you will smell like a nutty sesame smell with this. So with that, you can, when the pot gets a little hot, we'll go ahead and put down the chicken breasts. I forgot to get my tongs, so went and got some tongs. All right, here we go. You're going to want to put them on here until they're nice and golden brown. So about 2 to 3 minutes per side. And of course, make sure it doesn't stick on the bottom as well. Move it around just a smidge here. And we can also soak up some more of this oil. Now, leave it in here, and I'm just going to touch it for about a minute. That way the side can get nice and cooked. These are just some of the recipes that I've started while I started working on trying to lose some weight. Some of my friends have gone keto. I personally have not done keto. I have done the low carb meals, but I'm not going to go full on keto or anything like that. But I have been watching what I've been eating lately, so try not to go up to too many fast food restaurants or if I do, I'm paying more attention to what I'm actually ordering. Alright, let's test it real quick. It's been 2 minutes. Do it a little bit longer just to make sure. Oops. That slipped. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these. We'll let these cook about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Second, another minute to test, or until we need to look at the bottom, see where we're at. I'm getting there. Got another 30 seconds or so. Until we pull it, we will be adding them back to the pan later on, so that way it can fully cook and mix with the other ingredients that we have. Another 10 seconds here. Okay, let me go ahead and get this cooled. Put it over to the side for a minute. Alright, for the next step, we're going to add half a cup of onions. These have already been chopped. I bought these at the local HEB already chopped, so that way I didn't have to worry about chopping them. You know, no more tears. And then we have a cup of sliced mushrooms, which I also got at my local HEB. Does save doing this. So what we want to do is we want to get this good and soft. Let me go ahead and stir it up a little bit. That way it can also get in the oil. Now, if you like onions, you can use more than half a cup. If you don't like onions, you could use less. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of onions, but I do like grilled onions, so I can do this a little bit. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to add the spinach after they get a little softer. You can use frozen spinach, but they do suggest that you thaw it out. That way it doesn't get too runny. So what I did is I did do the spinach and I put it in the defroster for a little bit. And then any excess liquids from doing that, I drained off. Mushrooms are still a little, not exactly soft yet, so I'll go a little bit longer on this. I try to do a serving for one person, but since it's 2 chicken breasts, this will actually make 2 meals. That way I'll have some tomorrow and some today. I start to smell the onions cooking. Alright, let me go ahead and add the spinach. And this may be a little more than half a cup. I mean, I'll be honest, I do like spinach. Let me get this good and stirred up. That way we'll break up the spinach just a little bit more. Let me get it warm and toasty. Alright, I'll leave it here for just a minute. One more little stir. Like it's all melding together pretty good. Alright, so this is the time when you add the chicken back to your meal. And the next part is kind of a little optional. You don't have to add this, but if you want it a little bit creamier, then you can go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream to this as well. And I'll be honest, I'm going to do that now. So 1 second here. But like I said, this part is optional, so you don't have to add it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it and stir it in. That way it blends in. Get all of it out there, okay. And you want it to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. That way it all comes together. Actually doesn't look like a bad looking dish. I like spinach, I like mushrooms, and I like chicken, so alright, for now I'm going to let that sit just for a little bit longer. Once this is simmered, it should be good to go, ready to eat. A good stir, that way it doesn't stick to the bottom. There's not a lot of heavy cream, so that way it doesn't, overpower everything. Just helps make it just a little bit creamier. I've got about 20 more seconds and it should be finished. Let's turn it over. I don't want to burn anything. There we go. Alright, it should be finished. Go ahead and turn off the burner. And you're supposed to serve this warm, so let me go ahead and plate this up real quick. Alright, I got my plate out. We're going to go ahead and grab a piece of chicken breast. Put that right there on the side. And we're going to get some the spinach, mushroom, and heavy cream. Put that right there. And I've got enough for a whole nother meal, so no, we're eating tomorrow. Alright, at the end of this, we'll let you know how it tastes. I forgot to do that in my last video. Sorry about that. And I appreciate you guys watching this with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Alright, so just finished having dinner. I will say overall it was really good. I do think I should have added some more salt and pepper to the spinach though, because to be honest it was a little bland. Other than that, I would definitely make it again, so that is another ChatGPT recipe that I liked. So stay tuned, we'll have another one soon.